Good afternoon. Listen, we are here for a special occasion. I'm really excited about this. We're here for a fundraiser for the Ukraine that's going to be held in Phonecia. Tell us about this.
Well, I'm Violet Snow. I live in Phonecia, and some of us are getting together to put together this event on May 29th. It will include music, dance, poetry. There'll be pierogies made by a Polish-Ukrainian family that has a business in Kurhagen, Helena's Specialty Foods. And we are hoping people will donate to, well, we've chosen an organization called Be a Hero for Ukraine, which is actually located in Poland. It's people who are on the ground getting funds to those who have chosen to stay in Ukraine. And I thought I would tell you a little bit about the two main organizers. I just kind of jumped in the past week or so. But my husband, Sparrow, originally had the idea just from listening to the BBC at night and just getting really sad hearing about what's going on in Ukraine, all the war and violence. And he just thought, well, I can't think of anything else to do. Let's put on a fundraiser. And as he puts it, he, just like Commissioner Gordon, he sent out a message to the Batman, you know, put up in the sky, and the bat, and several of our friends responded, and one of them is Mary Bosakowski, who works at the Phonecia Library. And as you can probably tell, she is from a Polish family. Her family came over before World War I, most of them. But her father's ancestral village is in what is now the Ukraine, near Lviv. So she still has a cousin in eastern Poland, Dariusz, and he and his mother have been taking in Ukrainian refugees. So Mary and her American relatives have been sending them money to support what they're doing. And she's just aware of what's going on there. And also in Germany, her friends of hers are supporting refugees. And she is just aware that, like, for instance, they heard of someone in Kiev who was diabetic and needed insulin, and Dariusz, through his network, found a way to get insulin to this person. So Mary, like some people said, oh, well, we should raise money for, you know, a big organization like Doctors Without Borders or Amnesty International. But Mary felt like, no, you know, we're not going to raise a huge amount of money. We'll raise some, but I wanted to go to people on the ground who are really making a difference in the lives of Ukrainians in Ukraine. And she did some research and came up with this organization called Be a Hero for Ukraine. And they collect food, medicine, protective gear, personal care items, and they get them into Ukraine to the people that really need them. So that's what we're working on, trying to support this organization.
So when and where is this fundraiser going to be?
So it's May 29th from 3 to 6 p.m. It's at the Phonecia Methodist Church, which is at 29 Church Street in Phonecia. And admission is by donation. There's no specific charge. You just give what you can, and all the money after our expenses will go straight to Be a Hero for Ukraine. And this poster here lists some of lists musicians and poets who will be appearing. I'll just name a few that you might know. Robert Burke Warren, famous Phoenician musician. The Library Band, There's a Mataoka Little Eagle who's going to do something. Calder Mansfield, amazing singer. Paul McMahon, who lives in Woodstock. Actually, a lot of these musicians are Phoenician. It's a very Phoenician event. There's the Pablo Shine Latin Jazz Band. And also, I wanted to mention, the Mac and Cheese Balkan Power Duo. You might not have heard of them, but they sound like they're going to be really special.
I think they're going to be the hit of the show.
Tad Wise is going to sing a song about Ukraine that he wrote. Beth Brown will do a storytelling thing. Marianne De Palma will do some dance. Also, Clyde Forth will be dancing. I guess that maybe is a little overwhelming for you, but that's what's happening. We're gonna just bring as many people out as we can.
Now, at this event, it's from 3 to 6. Will there be any refreshments, or if somebody wants to come and get enough food for supper or whatever?
Well, mostly we're serving pierogies, as I said, from Helena's.
Pierogies are pretty good.
Pierogies are pretty great. I mean, we'll be selling them, mark them up a little bit so we can give some more money to Be a Hero. There'll be some, seltzer, stuff like that, nothing elaborate. Also, we'll have some craft items for sale. One of our Phoenician friends is making jewelry in blue and yellow, like the Ukrainian flag. You can buy things like that. We've got some pins. Anyway, possibly some T-shirts. Donated by you. So I think it's going to be a really exciting event and really heartfelt. And I'm just glad I'm involved with it. It's so good to feel a community coming together for
that is the thing. It's the energy that is created at this event. The money is fabulous. There's no question about that. And as we talk about the money, what if somebody can't make it but they want to send a donation? What do they do?
We have a page on betterworld.org, which is it's like GoFundMe, but it's a different it's a different fundraising platform. You have to search for this title, Slava Ukraini, SLAVA UKRAINI. It means it's a Ukrainian national salute, a phrase that symbolizes their sovereignty and resistance. Glory to Ukraine.
And if somebody wants to come and they make a donation to get in, which is a wonderful thing. I know that in my past, my experience with people coming in with donations, some of the donations are always very generous. And yet no one is left behind. So it's a great concept. But is there a gift jar where, if you get caught up in this and you want to make a little extra donation?
Absolutely.
There'll be a gift jar.
There will be. Also, you can pay by check if you want.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Check or cash. Anyway, we are just grateful for anybody's help.
Yes. And if somebody has any questions, what do they do? Contact the Phonecia, the Methodist Church or the library or what?
That's a good question. Questions? They can call me.
Okay.
845-688-1339.
Okay, that's great. So we can get in touch with you.
Yes.
To get answers.
Yes.
And I'm trying to think of anything else. I think we've covered it all. I'm very excited about this.
Well, I really appreciate.
Wait a minute. We have a question from the floor.
Are you looking for volunteers to help?
Oh, absolutely. We need lots of volunteers to set up, to clean up, to help keep things running smoothly. Feel free to call me, 845-688-1339 if you're interested in volunteering. We'd love to have you.
That was a wonderful question because you always need volunteers, and I'm sure you're going to get a good crowd. Are there signs being put up?
Well, this poster has just been printed, and the posters will go up. We have cards to hand out. Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
So keep an eye out for them.
Because, putting out signs is kind of like an energy building tradition in this area.
Right.
And so someone may want to actually volunteer to help put the signs up.
Great.
Because we
That
have,
would be
you know,
great.
we haven't put up a lot of signs recently.
Right.
So-
Well, we also have a Facebook page and
Oh,
Yeah,
tell me
we're
about the
going.
Facebook page.
same title, Slava Ukraini, benefit for the people of the Ukraine.
Do you think that that Facebook page may go beyond the 29th?
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, of course, we'll report on it, yeah.
So there may be other things, because I think we're in for this for the long haul. And so this is a wonderful beginning for us. Do you know, let me ask you something that's kind of off the beaten path, but it keeps bubbling up. Is somebody taking things to the Ukraine now? How are they getting those things to if you have medicine and diapers and things like that, is that something that you can get to the Ukraine, or is it better to just put some money in the jar?
I have no idea how you would get those sort of things from here to there. I think there are organizations that are doing that,
But
but
not-
I'm not familiar with
But
them.
not with
No,
the.
but I mean, this group, Be a Hero, is actually doing that from Poland. They're, through their network, they're making their way into Ukraine, where, some of the bigger organizations can't even get in there, but.
No, this is a vital thing. Actually getting what is needed. You know someone who needs a particular medicine, and you're getting it to them. That's an amazing thing. 30 years ago, 40 years ago, I lived in Washington, D.C., and I had a friend who had relatives in Poland. And she was in a group like that, and they sought out things that specific individuals needed in Poland. And some of the people actually filled up suitcases and, flew them
Wow.
there. I mean,
Yeah.
because that's how into the community you are. Because if you need medications, you don't just need them this week. You need,
Right.
when somebody's asking for medicine, they're asking, that's something that they really need. So this is a very vital thing that you're putting together.
Well, thank you so much for giving us some time on air to talk about it. Really appreciate it.
Oh,
Thurman.
I'm very excited about this. And I thank you for coming. And now, one last time, give us the date.
May 29th, 3 p.m., 3 to 6, from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock p.m. at the Methodist Church in Phonecia, 29 Church Street, Phonecia.
Thank you so much for coming today. And good luck with your fundraiser.
Thank you.
And thank you very, very much